This is what happens in Iran. People write things, they say things, and then they are in jail. And she will have whatever you think a trial looks like in Iran. It's not entirely likely that she will be exonerated because that's not how it goes in Iran these days.
Yeah, I have to say that Nargis knows that freedom is not free.
Yeah.
She is brave enough, and she has a dream to end the Islamic Republic, to have a secular democracy, and that's her crime.
Yeah.
That's the crime of millions of Iranian people.
Yes.
Who want to have a normal country. And I have to say that, I mean, when you say, you were actually saying to the audiences, to Americans, that resistance is alive, is there. I have to say that the flame of the revolution is still burning because,
Yeah.
you know, as you mentioned, they're using rape as a weapon of war. But at the same time, those who have been suffering a lot, they, go to the cameras everywhere and
Yes,
say that
yes.
we are here.
Yes, it is amazing. In 2009, it was close to amazing. It was still amazing, but the government put it down. And what we have seen in the last few years is constant attempts. People, daily. I mean, it's not even, we don't talk about it in the news every day, but there are there's constant rebellion against the government.
Woman life freedom became part of the daily life of people resisting, not only women, men.
Yeah.
Those men who got executed. They were the one actually being brainwashed by the Islamic Republic that you own your sisters, you own your daughters. But they were the one, brave one, in front line, shoulder to shoulder with their sisters and saying that, no, we don't own our sisters. We want to have freedom, dignity, equality, democracy. And I have to say that, I've been invited on MSNBC a lot, and thank you so much for not burying the human rights situation under, different news. But I've been warning the rest of the world about the danger of the terrorist regime in Iran. And what happened? Now the same rapist, the same terrorist targeting, the civilians in Israel, October 7. And that's the tactic of not only Islamic Republic, Hamas and Taliban using rape like weapon to crush, any uprising in the Middle East.
What does the future look like for Iran? And I ask you this for two reasons. One is there's an active movement for democracy. But on the other hand, you're right. We hear about Iran every day in a different context as probably the most important power now in the Middle East. I think it's eclipsed Saudi Arabia as the most influential power in the Middle East in terms of spreading ideology and creating unrest.
I have to say that the future is bright because the young generation in Iran, women in Iran, shoulder to shoulder with men, they have, they made up their mind. They're going to end this regime. But with the help and support of the democratic countries, less girls and women face rape in prison. Less innocent people will suffer and get killed. Not only that, an Iran without the Islamic Republic will benefit the rest of the world. Look, the Revolutionary Guards not only sponsoring Hamas, Houthi in Yemen, they're sending drones to Putin to kill innocent Ukrainians. So I have to say that this is the moment. The Sakharov Award from European Parliament went to Mahsa Jina Amini. The Nobel Peace Prize this year went to Nargis Mohammadi.
Right.
The real prize is when the democratic countries get united and hear the voice of Iranian people to end this gender of
What does that look like? Because that's not war with Iran, obviously. What does it look like? How does the West show its support?
That's why you say it's not war. The Islamic Republic is helping Putin, is helping Hamas to war that attacking democracy. Islamic Republic is backing them. The Revolutionary Guards is backing them. What can we do? The same that the democratic countries address Putin, they have to address Khamenei and his gang of killers. The U.S. government can take the lead. I mean, I'm very pleased that the U.S. government did that to kick out the Islamic Republic from one of the top women's body at the United Nations. Here we are. Now the U.S. government can take the lead to ask the G7 countries to designate the Revolutionary Guards as a terrorist organization. You saw that how Hamas, taking the lifeless bodies of women being raped and filming them. Raping is in the DNA of the Islamic Republic, and Islamic Republic is everywhere. So if we look for stability in the region, in the world, we have to end Islamic Republic.